question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games.
Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after the completion. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number 1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Makes it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Flips it out on the screen. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's complete to the right. Hard running there.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Dogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Can't get him to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chance? He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The give on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Dogs!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Offense changing the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Single back formation, and they give it to him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on. Lofts one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's John. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. He's got 69 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity. He
gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Chester. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Yellow Jackets are on the move.
And that's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Roper. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Trying the left side. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Mahan. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line, just spectacular execution there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Norman.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. A strike downfield.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To throw, it's Mahan. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia